Hey, what's going on, fellas? Today we're taking another look at the high thrust asphalt heat lance. This build was commissioned by Joe over at Sealer King LLC. In this video we're going to look at the plausibility of its application on a job site. Is it even worth it? So we're just running it through its paces here, and so far I love what I'm seeing. This thing can liquefy tar in seconds. Unfortunately, I think I lost that clip. I'm going to have to go out and redo it, but in this video we do get to take a pretty good look at the after effects and a lot of what this thing can do. Phenomenal performance, and the reason why it's thrusting so powerfully, I believe, is because of the thermal cracker that we added to this bad boy. So it can even rip up old seal or old patch. So this is what we have, fellas. It's basically a pulse jet engine on a pole with some wheels on it. But this isn't just any pulse jet engine. We have added a feature to this bad boy that I believe is responsible for adding 1 pound of thrust to its power output. I'm not going to bore you guys in this video about that particular aspect, but basically it has a propane thermal cracker coil on here to convert the propane to methane, which can burn at higher fuel-to-air ratios than propane, giving us more power than you could get out of it with propane self-aspirated. Alright guys, so I messed with this thing for about a half hour trying to light it with the spark ignition, and it was just a no-go. It's too hard to do for the average user. And then I remembered a commenter had said something about a torch. DeWabbit has bestowed upon us great wisdom. A wise man receives correction. Therefore I have heeded the message. And wow, was he right. Yeah, the torch sitting like so. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a little fuel. We're going to crank the knob, then we're going to draw back off of it. And usually when you're drawing back off is when you get a light. As soon as you hear it lit, you give it a little fuel. You're going to get away from it though, because some fire will come out of it and we can't see it in the sunlight. So remember that. Shut it off because we're going to try that again. That was really easy. So the gentleman that told us it's easier to do this with a propane torch was onto something. Let's try that again. As you let off is when you get the ignition. So we're going to surge it with fuel and then draw back on the fuel input. So here we go. Well, I'll be damned. It's like lighting a candle, men. Oh man, I needed a win. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Bro, that's pretty exciting. Joe, I'm gonna throw this thing in a box and send it your way, brother. I'm gonna work on that handle and make it collapsible. This is just a prototype rig, so go ahead and beat me up on it thoroughly and tell me what it needs to have added to it. And I think this thing's awesome. I would use this on a job site, and I was quite the stickler when I was a foreman. I didn't allow any fishing equipment under any circumstances. I'd tell you, get that damn thing out of here or you'll be leaving with it. All right, so I blew a little bit of stuff around there, but as you can see, it takes you down to the tar. I made a little bit of mess jacking around. I didn't clean out as good as we could have. Here's that crack. I'm gonna fill this crack up with sand and rocks. How much depth you're getting out of this. There's that section where we lifted up a loose piece. So it's blasting rocks and brick. It does a pretty good clean out. You hold it there long enough, it even ablates the dirt away, but so this is a high thrust asphalt heat lance.